Welcome to episode 11 of Our College, Your Voices. I'm your host, Kara Monroe. As we begin today, a reminder, don't forget that there is still time this month to fill out our survey and get in on the planning for 2019 episodes. Visit our website at ivytech.edu/podcast to find all of that information. In several of our past episodes, we've mentioned the Ivy Tech ASAP program. ASAP stands for Associate Accelerated Program. Students who attend Ivy Tech in the ASAP program most often have just graduated from high school, and when they finish their 2-year degree in just 11 months, they're on to their next set of plans. I encourage you to listen to this episode, and then, when you want to learn more, check out our website at ivytech.edu/ASAP. The ASAP program is intense. Students take 12 credit hours each 8 weeks to complete their degree on time, and so by the middle of fall semester, they need an energy boost. 2 years ago, Ivy Tech President Dr. Sue Ellspermann saw a need to give these students a little breather in the middle of fall term, and so she sponsored the first Ivy Tech Student Leadership Program. Most of the audio you are about to hear was recorded live on location at this second annual event. Both President Ellspermann and I had the privilege of engaging the students at that event, but our paths crossed that day, so I caught up with her a few days later and asked her why she thought it was important to provide this day for students and to get her thoughts on the ASAP program.
Kara, I am so proud of our ASAP students. One of the early visits I made 2 years ago was to an ASAP class in Lawrenceburg, and I was so impressed by the students. They didn't act like freshmen. They were very poised. They were very engaged in the classroom, and I was just blown away. Just wonderful students. Fast forward about a year later, later that spring, I should say, I was in Gary, Indiana, and I met another group of ASAP students. Again, very bright, very articulate, hardworking, but challenged. These students were working nearly 30 hours a week, plus taking those 12 credit hours every 8 weeks. And in fact, were sharing books. They couldn't afford to buy their own books. Can you imagine carrying that load? It was tough. I have just become a great champion of our ASAP students as a result and said, I wanted to do something that really helped lift them up, helped encourage them, as you said, at this halfway point where they wonder if they're going to get done. It's a lot of work. We know their great success when they complete with us and how well they do at our 4-year institutions. The Student Leadership Summit has created that venue to bring them together right at the halfway point and help them to race towards the finish line, but meant to motivate them with inspirational speakers. This year, they packed meals for others in need, which was a wonderful team building activity. But also we had many, I think the number was over 30 4-year colleges, transfer partners there vying for them as students. So a wonderful event. And Paula Burt is a superstar as she puts that event together. And I could not be happier with it providing our students just the lift we want to provide them as they race towards their own finish lines.
As Sue mentioned, the event has a theme of race to the finish, and so we hold it at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway to further embed that theme. What follows now is a little different, but has been in the works for a while. We call the podcast Our College, Your Voices, and so whenever possible, we want to bring you the voices of the people closest to the program, activity, or initiative we're highlighting in that episode. That said, we've so far recorded every episode in our little studio of sorts. Everyone had to come to us. The ASAP event provided an opportunity to try something different. As a statewide institution, we often try to bring together groups of people around different topics. Being able to record on location at some of those events has been in the works for a while, and so the ASAP event gave us the first time to try it out. As I wrapped up my remarks from the stage that day, I asked for volunteers to come up and talk with me about their experience in ASAP. A few jumped up immediately, a few had to be encouraged to come up and share, and a few, I twisted their arm very gently. To everyone you are about to hear, thanks for being brave and for helping to tell our Ivy Tech story, and more importantly, for telling your own ASAP story. As we mentioned, the ASAP Student Leadership Summit took place inside of a large open space at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. While we were recording, everyone was eating lunch in the main event space, separated by a set of partitions on one side from the transfer fair, which brought in over 30 transfer partners. And then on the other side, there was a huge service project that students participated in with Rise Against Hunger, in which these students packed more than 20,000 meals in less than 2 hours. I tell you that both to give you a sense of the day and warn you that you'll hear some background noise. We edited only when someone specifically asked us to, and while we gave the students some questions they could answer, you will hear that most started with those questions and then spoke from their hearts about this program, its people, and the meaning to them. So to begin, let's hear from several students on what attracted them to ASAP.
My name is Adriana Urbina. I'm from the Lafayette campus. I'm double majoring in liberal arts and accounting and associates. What attracted me to the ASAP program was that you could complete your associates in 11 months, and that was a really big thing because it usually takes 2 years to complete.
Hi, my name is Gretchen Bowman, and I'm from the Lafayette campus. I'm studying at the moment a liberal arts and associates of science, but I plan to study more in veterinary medicine. What attracted me to the ASAP program was the accelerated pace. I came from an accelerated high school where I got my diploma within a year ahead of my peers. The accelerated program seemed like it would fit best for me, and plus the benefit of getting together with friends and pushing myself to the limits and just knowing that there's a better future for me and I can get to it as fast as I could. And so far, the best part of being in the ASAP program is getting through the program so quickly, having my best friends that were strangers at first to help support me, and my director, Sean McCann, knowing to push me to my limits even when I wanted to quit.
All right, my name is Zion, and I'm from the Indianapolis campus, and I'm studying liberal arts. And what attracted me to the ASAP program was I'm originally from Virginia, and I couldn't get the scholarship I needed to go to the school I wanted to. And when I found the ASAP, it was like the perfect way for me to just continue my education. What's really meaningful to me about the ASAP program is that I've met a lot of friends. It's really close knit. Everyone's really opened me up, and because when I originally came here, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna meet anyone. I'm not gonna have anyone I know. I'm going to this whole different state. I don't have any friends. But when I got here, everyone opened up and was really made me feel comfortable.
Hi, my name's Hope Armstrong. I'm from the Lafayette campus of Ivy Tech, and I'm studying at a liberal arts degree right now. After I graduate in May, I plan to transfer to either Ball State or Purdue to double major in sociology or anthropology and double minor in philosophy and psychology. What attracted me to the ASAP program was that I graduated really early at the age of 16, and I could graduate really early before I turned 18 with an associate's degree.
My name is Asia Puckett. I'm at the Indianapolis campus. I'm studying liberal arts for my liberal arts, associate's degree. My plan after I finish my degree is to become a Japanese teacher and a massage therapist. The thing that attracted me to the ASAP program is the 11 months. I mean, I'd rather do something in 11 months than 2 years. 2 years of my life compared to 11 months is way shorter. It was a really fast program. And then when I came into the program, everyone was nice and helpful. And I really just appreciate that the program exists.
Hi, my name is Ariel Alexander, and I'm at the Ivy Tech campus in Lafayette, Indiana. I'm studying liberal arts right now, but in the future, I would like to be an English major to become an English professor. What attracted me to the ASAP program was my counselor, and at the time I had a low GPA and I didn't apply to many colleges, so she reached out and she told me about the program, and I was interested, so I decided to come. And the best part about the ASAP program so far is the support, because there's a lot of people that wants to help you, and for me, myself, I'm stubborn and I'm independent, so I don't like to ask for help, and I try to teach myself my things, but it's successful for me to ask for help because everybody wants to see me succeed, so it's better, and it actually helps now. Now that I'm asking for help, I'm getting help that I need, and I'm becoming a better student.
Hello, my name is Daniela Oviedo Delgado. I am from the Lafayette campus, and I am studying for my liberal arts of sciences. The ASAP program really attracted me because of the unity there is between all the cohort members and the opportunity that it provides you with to really connect with other people and network and really have people that you can relate to and really get to know well, so you can always have those people to support you and get you through every point. Something that I would tell someone considering ASAP program would be not only how fast it allows you to complete the program and obtain your degree, but how much of a head start it can provide you in the long term when you are planning out your academic career.
My name's Adolfo Vasquez Sanchez. I'm from the Lafayette campus, and I'm getting my studies and general studies degree. What attracted me to the ASAP program? I would say that one of my teachers in high school told me about the ASAP program, although I didn't really see much interest in it. And after meeting with Sean, which is one of my advisors, he told me the advantages of it, such as graduating less than a year than most people would, getting my associate's degree, advancing at a much faster pace than other people would as well. And all the benefits that I got while I was in ASAP, such as time management, able to do what my priorities are met, and able to tell myself that I'm capable of doing things that I never thought I could before, was a really good opportunity to go. And since I'm in ASAP, I'm doing multiple things. I'm the president for the Latino Student Union in my campus, and I thought that doing multiple things, such as having a part-time job, going to school, being the president, getting involved, helped me in a lot of ways, such as being able to do things that I didn't think I couldn't do, and being able to go and seek for more challenges later in the future.
Sean McCann, whose name you've already heard from a few students, is the ASAP director at Ivy Tech Lafayette. He is going to tell you more about the ASAP program structure before you hear from a few more students about what they love about the ASAP program.
My name is Sean McCann. I'm at the Lafayette campus, and I'm the director of the ASAP program there. Talking a little bit about how the program is structured, the students start off through the recruitment process, and we're helping them understand the questions that they have with the FAFSA, with the application process. And then as soon as they go through the application process and they're accepted into the program, many of them have to actually go through an interview process before they get into the program. We talk with their guidance counselors, their high school counselors, and see if they're a good fit. We're checking to make sure that they are program ready or have the capacity to become program ready by the time they're taking the necessary English or math class. And then immediately after that, we're connecting the students to whatever resources they need prior to starting at Ivy Tech. We have them go through an intentional orientation experience that's designed by that individual's campus coordinator. After the orientation experience, they jump straight into class. We've actually got students across the state who are graduating on a Sunday and starting class on Monday. It's pretty crazy, but they're they just roll with it, and they're an excellent example of the adaptability of an ASAP student. So the summer term is typically an adaptive term for them. Through the fall and spring, they're really just focusing on graduating. And individually, during the fall term, individually, we're meeting with those students in the summer and in the fall to see where they want to transfer. And we're adapting their schedule as much as we can to make sure that it lines up with their transfer goals. So as an example, I have a student who wants to go to Purdue for hospitality. And some of the classes there fit better in general studies. And so it's better for that individual student to take classes that we have available in hospitality and in marketing and econ and business. And then that is a better transfer experience for them because they're transferring as many courses as possible. Other students line up with the liberal arts curriculum. We have a lot of transfers of junior programs in ASAP as well. So it's really beneficial for the students because their experience is directly lined up with where they're going to next at that next institution. Their class schedule is typically Monday through Thursday from 8 or 9 a.m. until 5 or 6 p.m. A lot of times we'll have a structured study hall either after school or during a specific Friday period. And then on Fridays, we have a flexible Friday or a Friday enrichment activity that is constantly reflecting back on some of the things that they've learned in class, but also some of those necessary skills that they will need when they transfer or when they enter the job force. So we're doing things with career development and making sure they have a resume, some mock interviews oftentimes. We're often doing an etiquette presentation. Different campuses hold etiquette presentations for the students. So anytime they're in a formal environment, they understand if they're at a dinner, which plate goes where, what business professional looks like, what business casual looks like. So that when they get into the workforce or even the next step, getting ready for a job interview, they know what that lingo and jargon means. So these Friday activities are sometimes fun, sometimes educational, hopefully both. And it really benefits the student's long-term perspective and assists and couples what they're learning inside the classroom as well.
As you can tell from Sean's description, this is an intense, challenging experience, but it's one that students find really valuable. Let's hear from a few of them about the best parts of the program.
Hello, my name is Zachary Zeller. I am from the Ivy Tech Evansville campus, and currently I am studying communications and might even double major in political science. The best part of my ASAP program has been trying to connect with multiple different instructors through different courses, as well as meeting other people who have the same interests as me, graduating within 11 months and moving on with their lives to go for a 4-year college and go even further than that possibly. And for me, the biggest advantage of completing the ASAP program is the fact that I am able to challenge myself, do my coursework in a way that is unconventional, but yet forces me to change the way I handle my time management, my life, my social life, my hobbies, everything that goes around it. I think it's a great way for me to be educationally disciplined in a way.
The best part of the ASAP program to me has been the fact that I feel like it's not as hard as other people say. I find it being challenging. Therefore, I love it. You know, it's a good experience for me, and I wouldn't take it for granted. So I would definitely recommend it for anyone else who think, oh, it's really hard, it's really, like, I'm not going to like it, I'm going to want to quit, I'm going to want to drop out. No, you should stick with it because it really strengthens you as a person. And it really has helped me be independent and to stay in my own area. And there generally are a lot of groups within the ASAP program, but you can get really caught up in those and get behind in school and a lot of drama and gossiping. But I personally deal with myself, and that's great about the ASAP program.
Awesome. Tell me your name and your campus and what you're studying.
My name is Samantha Rozier. My campus is Bloomington, Indiana. And right now I'm in the liberal arts / general study.
Hi, my name is Carla Torres, and I'm from the South Bend campus. My major is in liberal arts right now. The best thing that has been about the ASAP program is just the people that I've met in general. Like, I really feel like I fit in more than I did when I was in high school. I was always that odd man out and like almost everything. So coming to the ASAP program, it really makes you be close with the people around you and like makes you really like push yourselves because you see them studying. So you're like, oh, I want to do that too. So I think that's been the best part about the ASAP program so far.
Hi, I'm Billy Worf. I'm from the Kokomo Logansport campus, and I will be studying liberal sciences. And then when I transferred, probably to do social work. I think the best part of the ASAP program is just the fact that I know I can lean on my other people in the cohort. I know that I have a close relationship with my coordinator. And just knowing that I have a really good chance I'm taking advantage of what's being given to me, and knowing that when I transfer, I'll have very many more opportunities for scholarships, other programs, and just connections to other people.
Hi, my name is Erin Darnell. I am from the Indianapolis campus, and I'm studying liberal arts. The best part of the ASAP program for me was that I came from high school, Carmel High School, really discouraged because my grades weren't that good and I had a really bad time just in all aspects of life. But ASAP has made me realize that I can achieve what I want if I work hard enough and have a really good support system behind me. And it's really just given me a fresh breath of air under my wings and pushed me up a lot.
One of the panels students heard from was a panel of alumni. 2 of those alums took a minute to speak to me about their experience in the program. Let's first hear from Morgan Wade from our Kokomo campus.
My name is Morgan Wade, and I attended the Kokomo, Indiana campus, and I was the 3rd ASAP cohort to go through, and I graduated with an Associate of Science degree in May of 2018. Something that attracted me to the ASAP program was my sister was in the program the year right before me, and I watched her go through that all, and I've basically just done everything my sister has done, so I figured I would do that too. And my mom is also a graduate of Ivy Tech, so we all have. And something that I wish I would have known while I was in the ASAP program is that like what I wanted to study, because I could have taken some like intro to business or intro to accounting or criminal justice and like got those out of the way, and maybe that would have helped me decide more. But now I'm taking those at my first semester at my transfer school, but it's not that big of a deal. But my advice to people that are in it would be to take those intro classes and like figure out if that's really what you want to do, and then you're already like one more step ahead.
Next, I want you to hear from the other alum who took a minute to speak with me, Dan Ford.
My name is Dan Ford. I am a graduate from Ivy Tech Community College in Columbus. I was studying business administration, but now I'm currently going for my bachelor's for business management. I was attracted to the ASAP program for a couple of reasons. One, the fact that I could get a degree in 11 months was amazing, and I was really excited about it. Secondly, I was excited about the fact that I would have the ability to receive a college degree at such an affordable cost. And so those were the two main reasons that I joined it. The best part about the ASAP, which I did not join for this reason, but looking back, I would have joined for this reason, is the family element. Ivy Tech, the ASAP program, has a very, very beautiful family element. And I missed that. I missed that going into for my bachelor's classes, not knowing everyone, not having a good relationship with everyone, not talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so I think that's my favorite thing about the ASAP program.
I think it's important for you to know, too, about why our faculty and staff find this program so important and what they have thought about as they've considered the ASAP program and their own involvement with it. I'm going to start with Heather McDonald, who is the ASAP coordinator in Columbus. That's the campus Dan, who you just heard from, graduated from. So I think it helps you to hear Dan talk about that family aspect of the program and then hear from Heather about the support she and the college provide to students in the program.
This is Heather McDonald from the Columbus campus, and I'm the ASAP coordinator. I've worked at Ivy Tech in this role for 4 years now, and I absolutely 100% feel amazingly passionate about my role as ASAP coordinator. I love working with my students from the moment I first meet them at recruitment fairs or high school visits to past the time they graduate. I think the greatest aspect of ASAP is that we have students that have very little, if any, support in their lives, and we give them tremendous support as they go through an accelerated program. We remove barriers that may stop them or may stand in their way, and we make sure that those are taken care of, whether that's finding housing, food, dealing with abusive relationships, students that become pregnant, students that deal with drug addiction, whatever the case may be, we're there to help them and we support them. And in doing all that, we also have an amazing graduation rate. And it's just something that I love talking about ASAP with anyone that I have the opportunity to talk to.
Here are perspectives from several of our other faculty and staff who accompanied students to the Student Leadership Forum and who work with these students every day on their respective campuses.
So my name is Thomas Sobat. I'm with the Columbus campus, and I teach biology. One of the things I find most interesting about the ASAP program is that it is not about the time students spend developing themselves. It's about the process they go through. My biggest concern when I first started with ASAP was that the students would not socially develop and be at the same place socially that their counterparts would be at the 4-year in their junior year. But in actuality, I see them preparing at an accelerated rate as well. So they are socially prepared to get to that institution.
My name is Amanda Ostich, and I'm from the Indianapolis campus. And I am one of the staff members there, the coordinators there. I actually started at the Greencastle campus. So I launched that cohort. And one of the reasons I love ASAP so much is prior to launching Greencastle, I was in academic advising at Indy. And it was such a great experience to get to know some of my students, but I always found myself wanting to get to know them more than I was able to. And with this, you really get to know the students over the year and celebrate their wins with them.
How many students do you have in your cohort in Indianapolis?
We have around 50 students currently in the Indy cohort, and we're adding 2 new programs for next year, education and psychology. So hopefully we will have a few more next year too.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Fritz. I am from the Evansville campus, and I teach in the ASAP program as a biologist. Well, from the very beginning, I began teaching biology in the ASAP program because I absolutely believe in the program. It's fantastic. The students are highly dedicated, and they're willing to go the extra mile, just like the faculty are, who are also involved in the program.
Hi, my name is Chris Carroll. I'm from the Bloomington campus. I am the dean of the School of IT, where we have an ASAP program there. And one of the things that most attracts me about the ASAP program is the confidence it instills in our students to be able to be successful and do it at a rapid pace. It gets them more prepared and off starting their futures a lot sooner than if they did it the traditional approach.
Now that you've heard a little bit about ASAP in the words of our faculty and staff, let's hear from the students about who has been most meaningful to them in the program. We're going to hear first from Freddie, who is actually answering our first question about why he chose the ASAP program, but with staff and faculty supporting them like Beth, who Freddie will talk about, it's easy to understand how the people that pour their heart and soul into this program are so important.
My name is Freddie Santamaria. I'm from Logansport, but we're actually in the Kokomo, we consider it Kokomo campus. My degree is going to be liberal arts, I think. But I actually want to study computer science. What attracted me to the ASAP program is actually Beth. She convinced me to do it. Like, I was not going to go to college, but she talked me into doing it, and she was really persuasive. I love her, honestly. She's great.
Hi, my name's Ambrosia Morris. I'm with Bloomington campus. I'm studying for business, hopefully finance in the future. The faculty that have been most meaningful to me, I think they're faculty, the bots people that help with the IT program have been super helpful because getting on the computers is probably one of my biggest struggles, and having all the glitches fixed in like less than 2 minutes is really wonderful. My plan after I finish my degree in May is to go on and get a bachelor's and maybe even a master's and go into finance and hopefully start traveling, starting with the Netherlands.
Hi, I'm Amani Stuckey. I'm at the downtown Indy campus, and I'm a liberal arts major. And the faculty that my counselors that are at my location, Amanda, John, and Ashley, they're there for me all the time whenever I need it. Like in one of my 101s, Amanda, I told her that I was just having struggles with my mental health, and she just told me that if I needed my 101s to be more frequent, or if I ever needed her, to just contact her and that she'd be there for me.
Hi, I'm Max Sanders from the Lafayette campus with Ivy Tech, and I'm planning on going into a field in psychology, transfer to a four-year campus, and hopefully getting my master's. When it comes to the ASAP program, what attracted me to it at first was completing my associates in a year. Oh, that's one thing, which I couldn't see any other university giving me that opportunity. And I was surprised. It's like, wow, that seems very advantageous to me. I mean, I knew it was going to be really hard, but it's very much worth it. And not only that, with the stipends that they give you, which I'm not saying that's the only good thing about it, but that's not something you would find any other campus giving you unless there were other special circumstances that you were in beforehand. If I could pick anyone on the staff that was helpful to me in this program, it would probably be my advisor, Sean. When it comes to an environment like this, where you have 2 years of studying compressed into one, it can be very, very stressful, whether you're just starting or you're trying to finish. And I can't think of anyone. I mean, he knew the program better than anyone else, and he's done a fantastic job, even if it has been by himself. So, and when you're in the kind of stress that you're in with this program, he's the best person to turn to no matter what the problem is.
Ivy Tech campuses put a lot of time and thought into how to support ASAP students, as you've heard. That also includes when to add new programs so that students can extend their range of opportunities after completing the program. Katrina Hudson, a member of the Lake County ASAP team, is going to talk a little bit about that.
My name is Katrina Hudson. I'm from the Lake County campus, and I'm the ASAP coordinator there, and I've been doing that for about 4 years. Right now, what's new and exciting is that we have 3 ASAP tracks. We have business administration, psychology. Those are both transfer as a junior programs, and then we also have liberal arts. And a lot of students are really interested, and it makes it recruiting not even a difficult task because people want to be a part of this program. They love the 1+2 aspect of college. 1 year at Ivy Tech, 2 years at that 4-year institution of their choice. And I've just really enjoyed the evolving of it, because we originally started with just liberal arts, and to see how much we've grown and how many students are interested, and counselors are constantly recommending the program, and parents are excited about the program, and to actually see students become successful after they leave, it's so much, it means so much. So to see those success stories happen before my eyes, so it's an honor to work with ASAP, and I love it.
Can you tell me a little bit more about how you decide to add a new track? Since you're at 3 tracks, what makes you decide to add one?
Well, I have a good relationship with the deans and the program chairs. And we kind of see, so what are those popular tracks that students are interested in? And so I kind of look when I do my recruiting, and I see, okay, so this is a popular major that's coming up. And I bring it to the faculty and the deans and say, hey, can we work this? And with psychology, it was a really easy one, because psych and liberal arts are really, really similar. It's only 3 classes that are different, which is 3 more psychology courses. And so that was an easy change. And with business, that's one of the most popular majors, you know, regardless on what campus. And I said, that's a no-brainer. Let's do business. And that was my rationale. So working with the staff, finding out what students needed and wanted.
Just as we have to consider how to grow this program, students have to know when and how to choose this program. These next few students are going to talk about the advantages and the challenges of ASAP, what they'd tell someone who was considering the ASAP program, and a few things they wish they'd known before they started the program.
Hello, my name is Alex Nichols. I'm currently enrolled at the Lawrenceburg Ivy Tech campus, and I'm in the liberal arts program. If I wanted to tell somebody something when they're considering the ASAP program, it's that it's something that it takes a lot of commitment. Like throughout high school, I didn't really try too hard because I didn't really have a reason to try hard. So, like, I wasn't like my other friends that are in my program where they took dual credit classes and they just went in and they only take like maybe 3 classes or something like that. I'm taking every class, and it's like a throat punch. Like, it's just a lot of work at once. But like once you get over that initial hill and you just keep going, it's like it feels great. It feels like I'm actually accomplishing something. Because like I know people that didn't even continue after high school, and it's like I feel so much more privileged to have this opportunity. And that's just, I don't know. I feel like that's something that's very important for people to know.
Hi, my name is Laura Roscoe. I'm from the South Bend campus. I'm currently in liberal arts, but I'm planning to go into marketing when I transfer. We earlier discussed about commitment. So as an ASAP student, the major commitment overall is just finishing the degree. I feel like a lot of people focus on the difficulties, but they don't realize, you know, you actually went through an interview process. It was at one point it was what you wanted, and you really wanted it. So we should just make the best out of it, and then graduating, because that's the goal.
My name is Alex Stevens. I'm from the Indianapolis campus, and I'm studying liberal arts. Basically, the best part of ASAP for me is having that strong community of friends and being able to study together and rely on each other for support, which is one of the big things that you really need when you're in college.
My name's Nikki, and I'm from the Bloomington campus, and I'm studying liberal arts. This is just like what I'm getting, but I want to go into like development of like people with disabilities and things like that. Recently, I've been like struggling with the ASAP program just because I have like opportunities to get like a better job or a high-paying job, and I always wonder if it's better for me to just work than it is for me to go to school. But I've talked to a lot of people, and I just keep getting reminded that like once you get that degree, more opportunities will open. And so I feel like by getting like my degree in 11 months, I will not miss out on as many opportunities because they will be like present. They will still be like relatively in reach because I'm not waiting like 2 years to go and not have those.
I'm Mackenzie from the Bloomington campus, and I'm in the education program. And what attracted me to the ASAP program was that I could get my college done in 1 year, and that I didn't have to focus on 2 years and all the money spent in 2 years, and that my life would be around 2 years, like it's revolved around 2 years, yeah. But something I wish I had known from the ASAP program is that the relationships that you are in now can be dramatically affected, you know, like one of my best friends from high school, we don't talk anymore, and she realized that I'm in the ASAP program. I'm growing. My relationship with my ex-boyfriend, we changed, and that I had to focus on my education and that he had to focus on his life. So it's developed me more into being an adult and understand that sometimes you've got to take the time to understand yourself and the education that you're putting in for yourself before you start a career and have all these things, because a lot of things change and people change.
All of our students at Ivy Tech have big dreams and goals. One of my favorite quotes about dreams and goals comes from American writer Napoleon Hill, who said, "A goal is a dream with a deadline." Our ASAP students made an enormous commitment to us and to themselves to complete their degree in 11 months so that they can give the next dream on their list after completing a college degree a deadline and turn it into a goal. You've heard a few of their plans after graduation, but I want to end today's episode with just a few more.
My name is Misha Parks. I'm from the Indianapolis campus. I'm studying liberal arts. I hope to, or in the future, I hope to either study English or counseling or something in that field with teaching or school. My end goal is to go to Italy and teach maybe English as a second language or composition down there. I don't know, but something in Italy.
My name's Joanna Romero Carvajal, and I'm from the Lafayette campus from Tippecanoe County. And I'm basically in my liberal arts degree in the ASAP program, and I'm planning to go to Purdue for my 4-year degree to major in hospitality and tourism management. But after I complete my associates in ASAP this May, I'm planning to go one more semester to Ivy Tech to take advantage of some classes there because they'll be cheaper and they work better with you, especially with advisors. They help out a lot. And then afterwards, I'm going to start my junior year in Purdue during the spring.
My name is Anthony Turner. My campus is the Indianapolis one downtown, and I'm studying liberal arts of science. I want to go to UIndy to major in exercise science to become a physical therapist and basically graduate college debt-free.
I am Tori Wilson, and I'm from the ASAP in Indianapolis, and my major will be in liberal arts. And the question I'll answer is, what's your plan after you finish your degree in May? So what I plan on doing is, so far, transferring to Marion because I'm going to be majoring in kinesiology and nutrition because I want to be a personal trainer. And also I do weightlifting, and they have a very nice varsity weightlifting team. And furthering past personal training, I am training currently to be in the Olympics for weightlifting.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah? So what does your training look like for the Olympics?
Well, first I have to do a lot of practice to be able to be in the competitive level. Okay. So now I'm just doing it recreationally. But then once I get into the level of competing, there's a lot of tiers to get up to that part. Cool. ASAP, to me, is really cool because this is the first time I've ever gotten all A's in all my classes, and which is pretty cool because I was never good in high school. So it's amazing how something that's supposed to be extremely hard got me to be better.
Just as with every episode, we have a call to action. First, keep an eye out for Tori. I asked her off mic a bit later in the day what year she thought she'd make the Olympics, so put the 2024 Summer Olympics on your calendar. Second, if you know a student who might be interested in the ASAP program, talk with them about it or share this episode with them and their parents. Third, if you're not involved with the ASAP program on campus in some way and this episode has sparked your interest, talk with your ASAP program coordinator or your vice chancellor for academic affairs about how you can get involved. We currently offer the ASAP program on 14 of our 19 campuses. Don't forget, there's still time this month to fill out our survey and get on the planning for 2019 episodes. Visit our website at ivytech.edu/podcast to find all of that information. Thank you for joining episode 11 of Our College, Your Voices. The ASAP Student Leadership Summit was held on November 9th, 2018. It brought together students, faculty, and staff involved in the ASAP program from across the state. Many thanks to Dr. Paula Burt, statewide ASAP coordinator, for all of her work to put this day-long event together. She was supported by the ASAP coordinators and directors, a few of whom you heard from. Others were busy running this very successful event. We held the event at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Thanks to the team there for all of their support. Thanks most of all to all of the students, faculty, and staff who shared with you today. I'm your host, Kara Monroe. You can connect with me on Twitter at KNM Tweets. Our producer is Ann Valentine. Ann is on Twitter at IndyPenny. You can reach us by email at ourcollegeyourvoices@ivytech.edu. Our website is www.ivytech.edu/podcast. It is maintained by Tracy Allen. Production assistance for this and every episode is provided by Becky Campbell, Sarah DeWitt, and the Ivy Tech Community College marketing team. Podcast concept is by Matthew Pittman. Theme music, recording, and post-production services are provided by Jen Eads at the Brasi Broadcasting Company. We will see you next time on Our College, Your Voices.